Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to show off those Hulks once again. Hope you liked my last video and stop motion that I did, so there'll be more to come. So what I did was I been in and out of a couple of Targets this past week and a Walmart, and I just kind of wanted to show you what it looked like. Sit through and check it out, and if you wait till the end, you'll see what I brought home with me. Okay, once again, you're going to have my voiceover because the sound through my mask was kind of difficult. But anyways, here we are. We're at the first Target, and I'm just kind of showing you. These are the Marvel Legends pegs. Fill the pegs, people. There's no Marvel Legends. How are there no Marvel Legends figures? And the only figures hanging up there are basically some Power Rangers, some Ghostbusters. Got the Transformers down there. We get to the end of the aisle. This is a Target. This is actually a really big Target too. And so I was kind of happy to see some of these multiverse McFarlane superhero figures, and this Superman actually looked really cool. I want to tell you that I carried this around for a while. This is the Red Sun Superman. I almost bought it, but ultimately I put it back down because it's a slippery slope when you get into a 7-inch figure line when you're collecting all 6-inch figures. So they got some other figures on the other side. Of course, there's always some Masters of the Universe on the shelf, which is actually really kind of cool. But it's usually just He-Man and Skeletor, which people have a lot of. There's a couple of mission fleets up here, but really none of the mission fleets that you're actually looking for. And here are the Star Wars pegs. As you can see, it's completely empty in this store. But they do have that Chewbacca mask. And just on the end here are the WWE figures. I'm waiting for the 84 line to come in because I want to check it out. I saw this. This is pretty cool. That is a Baby Yoda phone holder. So I thought that was kind of interesting how they're marketing for every single thing you can think of. So this is the Target Adult Collectibles section, and you can see how ransacked it is. I'm sure that all of the collectors came through this grabbing just the ones that they were interested in. Here's an Aliens figure, which is kind of cool. I love the little egg. I've seen it in plenty of pictures on Twitter. And look at this, the Ultimate Doc Brown. I was surprised to actually find this in the store. I think it's pretty cool. I do have Biff Tannen and Marty McFly. So once again, I picked this one up, carried it around for a little bit, and ultimately decided against it. So here's some pops. These are for pop collectors. I think some of them are really cool. I'm not that big of a pop collector, but it's nice to see that Funko is filling the shelves with pops. If you're getting a little bit dizzy, I'm sorry to hear that. So we got Dune figures out there. I didn't kind of focus on them. But it's pretty much the same figures that I've seen in the store every single time I go in there. The same Billie Eilish figures, the same Borderlands figures, the same McFarlane figures, the same Funko Pops, the same Aliens, the same Predators. And it's just like the shelves are filled with them. But Hasbro can't get off their butt and get enough Marvel Legends or Star Wars Black Series into the stores to have any for people to just walk in, see, and decide they want to take up collecting. So unfortunately, I think it's going to be a hard sell for them to pick up new collectors. So here we are, we're at a different Target. This is a little bit smaller Target, but you can see they have a much bigger selection of Masters of the Universe, which is kind of cool. They had some other figures on the shelf other than He-Man and Skeletor. This store actually has this little Bandai section on the end, which is kind of cool. But I have still not seen that Boba Fett in this store. And here's the Marvel Legends. Once again, nothing on the pegs. So if you're on Twitter and you've seen the hashtag Filthy Pegs or whatever, this is an example of what we're talking about. You got Transformers, Power Rangers, McFarlane, Funkos are in the stores, right? You got a lot of these Jokers. Nobody's buying those. But there's plenty of DC characters in the store if that's what you're looking for. Here's the adult collectibles. As you can see, once again, there's plenty of them. You got the Billie Eilish down there. plenty of Funko Pops to go around. So Funko's doing a great job. You know what? I did see this. Check this out. So down here, they got the Halloween set, and it looks pretty cool. And the main reason I kept looking at it was that little TV down on the bottom. And I just imagined that would be a great set piece, but not for $30. So they also had the Doc Brown, so it's nice to see that those are in stores. And finally, I'm at the local Walmart. This is not the one with the locked up cage, but as you can see, there's really nothing on the shelves here. That would have been where the DC Multiverse figures are. Got a couple of He-Man figures. Got some Predator and Alien figures, which is kind of cool. And then we move on down, and here's kind of where the Marvel would be. They got these kind of bendables, but they didn't have any Marvel Legends in the store, which I thought was kind of crazy. But check this out. They had the wrestling section with one wrestling figure, but they had a selection, the Wave 5 of the wrestling He-Man figures. So you had Becky Lynch, Roddy Piper, Macho Man Savage. It was actually really, really cool. And then you got a little preview of that. There's the Star Wars section. Imagine that. One quill on the shelf. Pretty amazing. I just had to pick it up and hold it in my hand for a little bit, because how often are you going to see a Black Series figure hanging on a shelf like that? One, all by himself. So is he going to be the peg warmer of that bunch because he was killed off in Season 1? We'll never know. Okay, so anyways, now you can see I got Macho Man, Randy Savage, Roddy Piper, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and Becky Lynch, all of the Masters of the Universe Wrestling. These were actually in the store on the shelves. There were 2 sets of them. I bought one for me, and I left the other set for somebody else to get. I took the better of the cards that were in there. They weren't all great. They kind of had like dinged up on the edges and stuff, but I saw them. I thought they looked pretty cool. They kind of like wrestling, and you know, they're wrestling and Masters of the Universe, which is kind of cool. I'm not a huge Masters of the Universe collector, but I did pick up a set early on, and I did get the Battle Cat and He-Man as a Secret Santa gift. So I saw these on the shelf. They looked really interesting, and I pulled them off the pegs and took them up to the register. So without figures hanging on the shelf, somebody who doesn't collect is never going to be able to walk into the store and see a Star Wars Black Series or see a Marvel Legends and say, you know, that looks really cool, let me take one home, and then get the bug and decide that's what they want. Steamboat, right, with his vest and stuff, and check that out, he's got a dragon in there. That's super cool. And then you got Becky Lynch, right? That looks really, really cool. I mean, if I didn't see these figures on the shelf, and look at that thing that she's got back there. I can't wait to open these up. So anyways, what I'm saying is, if you're listening, Hasbro, whatever, fill the pegs, man. I mean, people want to go to the stores. They want to see it. They want it tangible. Collectors, you know, they see something and they get interested in it. And they pulled off the pegs, and the next thing you know, you're collecting a line. You go to the stores, and there's no Marvel Legends. There's no Star Wars. There's nothing to pick off those shelves. You know, you're going to have to pre-order. So people like me, who I'm already collecting, yeah, I'm already looking for that next figure. But somebody new, somebody who's walking into the store and just seeing what's out there is never going to see it and get the vibe. That's all I'm saying. So we got to fill those pegs. We got to get the manufacturers to put some more figures on the shelf so everybody can get the ones that they want. Anyways, that's my rant for the day. Really appreciate you watching this video. Hope you find the figures you're looking for. I hope you go to the store and see something new that piques your interest, and you bring it home to enjoy it. Have a great day, everybody. Really appreciate it.